When I was in 10th grade, my dad and I signed up for the MS150, which is a bike ride from Houston to Austin benefiting multiple sclerosis. And it was about a month before the ride, which was in April, and my dad got blood clots, and so he wasn't able to ride with me. So that meant I was going to have to ride 180 miles all by myself from Houston to Austin. And so I wasn't very excited about that, and I actually thought about not going at all. But I decided to do it just because I had put so much time and effort and money into being able to go on the ride. And the first day actually got rained out, so the second morning it was still dark outside because we got there so early, and I began my ride, and I was able to see the sunset or the sunrise, and it was so beautiful. And when you're riding your bike for 12 hours, you don't have much to do except for look around you and think. And so it was during that ride when I first was able to actually appreciate the Texas landscape, being able to see just all the open fields with cattle and tons of trees and flowers everywhere, because it was the end of spring, the beginning of summer, and the blue skies were just so pretty. And I also had tons of time to think, and so it wasn't actually until I was riding my bike that I realized the importance of what I was doing. You know, when I first started, it was all about me, and I was excited that I was going to be able to say, yeah, I rode my bike from Houston to Austin. I'm so cool. But in reality, it had nothing to do with me. It was about the people that were going to benefit from this money that we were raising for research for a cure for multiple sclerosis. And so as I was riding my bike, and we went over this big hill, and then I saw the Austin skyline. And I'd never been to Austin before, so it was so beautiful, all the buildings, and then especially the hills. And that time was also when the sun was beginning to set. So the sun was pink and orange, and it was just so beautiful. And we actually rode our bikes all the way up to the Capitol building, and there were people on both sides cheering you on and welcoming you to Austin. And so as I finished the race and I got off my bike, and I was numb and my legs were just jello from riding for so long. But it was then when I had a greater appreciation for everyone involved, all the riders and the volunteers. They were doing this not for themselves, but for the people who are going to benefit from the money that we raised. And so it made me want to do things like this in the future, things where I can help other people. And so we'll see what happens in the future. Hopefully I'll get the chance to do that more often.